What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be starting up the S2000. Just need to put this front bumper on. I believe I mentioned that in the last video, and tie up a couple more loose ends there in the engine bay. But I'll go ahead and get all that started, and we'll see if we get this thing started today and hopefully driving on the road. That way we can kind of sort of start remapping it, because it's going to be way different with that manifold. But let's go ahead and get into it, because we want to get this thing started already. Boys and girls, it's pretty much put together. All I have to do now is oil and coolant. But I'm just going to do the oil right now and then crank it just with no coolant, because I don't want to have any issues and have to drain the coolant back out. And make sure there's oil pressure on the gauge. I have that transducer hooked up over there already, and it should. I haven't even looked at it yet or scrolled through it to see if I have oil pressure. I should probably do that first, because I have it tied into this gauge, the multi-gauge PLX one. But yeah, I shouldn't have any issues. It should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour oil in it and go ahead and give her a crank. Alright, so I had a little bit of a delay trying to figure out how to program my PLX gauge. Let's see if it'll focus there. Alright, yeah, so it's working now, but it was stuck on, well, the instructions were kind of weird. So it wasn't really working right, but I got it. This thing was saying fuel pressure, which it obviously is not. And then once I got that fixed, my white band wasn't working, but there's a little resistor in there. It's like a termination resistor, or a jumper rather. It looked like the sensor module, the Pro sensor. It looked like the sensor module Pro had one in there, or did not have one, but it actually did. So that's what was messing me up. But I got all my readings here. That number's been going down. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with it. I don't really know exactly what it means. Well, now it's going up. Anyway, I haven't tried to crank it yet, but I'm about to try to do it and hope for the best, because this is literally going to be the first time I crank it in forever. Let me just make sure the cat is out of the way. Yep, he's right over there. Somewhere there. You see him. Alright. Actually, let me disable the clutch switch. I need to do that. So, give me a second. Alright, so here we go. Ready? Oh yeah, we got pressure now. 10. Everything's pretty lubricated. Solid 10. Alright, so I guess I could plug the injectors in and give it a start. We'll see. There's no coolant in there yet, so it's not gonna run for very long. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Here comes the first start. Well, actually, the TPS is not calibrated, so I don't know what's going on. I forgot.
We'll find out.
Ready? Watch out for loud noises.
I thought you had a hose around here.
Yeah, I had some vacuum fitting somewhere. He's running. It was way better. I had a vacuum leak. Pretty lean. Surprisingly lean. That's crazy. I forgot this plug right here. I might have to readjust the valve now and let it warm up. There it is. Oh, oil pressure. $67 oil pressure. Running. I wish it was outside, but beggars can't be choosers. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a rev. Here. Disable that alarm real quick. It's gonna go off here in a second.
It'll be alright.
Coolant in it.
Goofball.
Wow. Wow. So it ran. Can you believe it? I'm just topping it off with coolant. I ran out of with what I had taken out of it, so I had to go to the store buy some more water, some distilled water. But it starts up pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish topping it off with the water, and then I'm gonna hook up the laptop in a little while. I might start it one more time, just put the water in it to kind of look things over a little bit closer. So go ahead and put water in it again. All right, it's running again. It idles pretty good. Temperature came up. Look how lean we are. That's what the OEM manifolds compared to the Skunk 2. So here, give it a flip. Yeah, we're gonna need some more fuel, so that's a pretty good sign, I suppose. Temperatures are coming up. ECU's happy. There's no check engine light, surprisingly. Still need to calibrate that TPS. I haven't done it yet. I'm just kind of procrastinating. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hook up to it also to change fuel settings or to remap it a little bit. I'm gonna attempt that. Just gonna let it warm up and let the thermostat open. Yeah, guys, it's running. I hear a hiss, but I don't know where it's coming from. It might be the belt. Starting to idle down already. So we got some good temp in it now. I think that pulley's a little bit noisy. Yeah, it sounds good. Still needs a good brake in, of course. Yeah, we got to make some changes. Let me go get the laptop and restart this. I might go get dinner first. Then I'll be back at this. Alright, so it's the day after, and yesterday was the day that we started and idled this engine. So today I'm going to calibrate the TPS because that has not been done yet, and probably play with the fuel map a little bit and see how far we can get on the tune here. I've never really messed with you know, adjusting the AFR too much, so I'm gonna play around with it, see how it goes. So let me go ahead and hook up to it now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try to get connected here. It's been a while since I've messed with this, so hopefully I remember. Got my USB already hooked up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try to connect and see what we got. Alright. It actually sort of misstarted a little bit, I believe because it was too lean. But we'll find out. We'll give it a little bit more fuel and hopefully get it squared away finally. Alright. So this is our map here. We don't really want to change too much, but mainly the fuel. So let's go ahead and check our throttle position. We're at 0%. Yeah, see, we're at 91%, so it needs to be calibrated a little bit, which shouldn't be too bad. So I'll do that. But I'm interested in giving it a little bit more fuel right now, right around idle range, which is right around here. Actually not that high, just around here. So I'll bump up that a little bit. I don't really remember how to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure that out. But I guess before anything, I need to save this calibration onto the computer. That way I don't mess anything up. So we'll go to File, Save As. I'll save it to the desktop. We'll call it, and I probably already have it saved, but I'll save it anyway. Call it, we'll go ahead and call it In Case You Mess Up. Alright, we'll save that file. Cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead and try to bump up a little bit more fuel here, around the 500 to 1,000 range. I wish I could remember how to do this. I can look it up, so that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Alright, so I was able to get the TPS calibrated. Let's see if I can show you real quick. I can only get it down to 3.9%, but it goes all the way to 100. And it's not way over 100 either, because it's like right on the line between 99.7 or something like that. And when I tighten it down, it just went to the 100. But that might be okay there. I'll just leave it like that for now. 0 codes. So I did figure out how to add more fuel. So once I get it started up, I will just kind of watch this AFR gauge right here and just go from there. That's really all I can do. So let's go ahead and get it started up again. Alright, so we're sitting about 17 right now. It's just on a fresh start. And we're over here on this side of the table. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more fuel here. And we'll see if it responds. Try to set this up here. There we go. Getting a little bit richer. I don't know where we're supposed to be at. I know 14.7 is stoichiometric, but we'll go ahead and change some more tables here. Alright boys, time for the first test drive. Just need to move the black Civic out of the way and start her up, let it warm up for a little bit. Then we'll start getting on the computer and adjusting fuel. And keep in mind that I'm not doing this to, it's not permanent, it's just to kind of get things going, make sure things heat up all the way and tires spin, make sure nothing else is going to be wrong before the actual D-Day, dyno day. So I'm going to go ahead and back the Civic up and probably start this, let it warm up while I'm doing that. And before I drive, I wish I had somebody else here with me to operate the computer or drive the car while I do the other one, whichever. So I'm gonna be doing this by myself, so I'll take it slow, and I might switch to the phone on my camera just to make it a lot easier. Might be a little bit choppy because I will be by myself, so just keep that in mind. But she's ready. I'm gonna have to close the hood and make sure it's not gonna hit the new intake, because it was hitting the other one. But after that, I should be ready to go. So go ahead and get it started up.
He doesn't know what to do! He's crazy! We gotta stop him!
So this is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to go for a little bit of a drive around the neighborhood. Not sure if I can hold the phone. It's going to be kind of hard. try to keep that from not falling. The engine is a little bit noisy. I don't know if it's the valves or what. I don't know if it's the valves, but it sounds a little bit noisy. I've already adjusted it once. Might run it for a little bit longer. And go and adjust it again. Air fuel is about 13. Adjust on it, and I thought it did stick once, but it didn't do it again, so that tells me that I need to adjust that. So we'll go through first gear, second gear. I'm not gonna get on it. Fourth gear, and we're stuck. All right. I got my computer going, even though the battery's gonna die, but whatever. This clutch feels pretty good. I don't remember it feeling so easy to use. This is the ACT, AP1 flywheel ACT heavy duty clutch, or pressure plate, really. But yeah, it feels real good. I'm impressed. Again, I guess. But yeah, there's a little bit of things to work out, guys. But this is pretty much gonna be it for this video. I know it wasn't much of a drive, but just kind of wait till the dyno. Hopefully, I'll take another look at those valves, and I'll take a look at the throttle body. I'll get all the problems fixed. That way, everything's pretty decent by the time we hit the dyno. I don't know if it's the header just being so noisy, or I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, see, it's the throttle body. It's got to be pushing me. I guess I could look at the percentage. Let me pull in here, look at the percentage real quick. We got, yeah, about 6%. Well, you can shut off. We got about 6% throttle position. So that's what it is. I'll take a look at that throttle body real quick. Everything's going crazy on me now. Need to get some fuel. But yeah, guys, it is running. Let me get out of here real quick. Idle's high, idle's super rich. You can smell it. It smells like the no cat life. Yeah, let's take a look under here real quick. I guess. Check out this throttle body. That's what it is, it's the cable. But yeah, how's that for a first test drive? It's a little bit noisy. Let me shut the engine off. Gotta charge up my computer too, that's why I didn't really go too far. Alright. So yeah, guys, there she is again. Is back on the road. I'm so glad. Need to do minor things here and there, which you already know, but I would normally tell them to shut up while we're on camera. Yeah, guys, here it is. I'd say it's a success. Everything looks good, no leaks that I can tell right now. This tubing here, don't mind that because it's coming out this far. Because of this fitting needs to be at 90. Once that's at 90, everything will look good. I'll cut that off, put another hose on it. So don't worry about the way that looks. I'll show you guys the finished product on that later. I just kind of gave up last night and did it real quick. But anyway, what do you guys think? Yeah, so guys, leave a comment, subscribe. We'll be scheduling the dyno after I get all these issues fixed, back on the road. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.